Of course. Here is a comprehensive summary and analysis of the provided Hindi conversation, translated and expanded to approximately 1,000 words in English. Title: Beyond the Hype, a candid discussion on sexuality, products, and misinformation. The conversation opens with an observation about modern media, noting how web series and movies now frequently showcase characters, especially women, using specific sexual wellness products like toys, vibrators, and dolls. The speaker immediately draws a crucial historical distinction. Many of these products were originally developed for legitimate medical purposes. For instance, vaginal dilators or dildos were designed to help women with conditions like vaginismus prepare for intercourse or medical examinations. Similarly, condoms were created as a medical device for protection and family planning. However, their primary use in popular culture and society has shifted overwhelmingly towards pleasure. This highlights a significant gap between a product's intended purpose and its marketed, perceived use. A striking example of this misinformation is flavored condoms. The expert clarifies a critical point often missed in advertising. Oral condoms are not meant for vaginal sex. The sugars and flavors can severely disrupt the natural pH balance of the vagina, leading to irritation and infections for both partners. Yet, consumers, misled by marketing that associates them with fun, often buy these expensive variants, unaware of the potential harm, while simpler, safer options are available. This underscores a broader theme, a dangerous lack of accessible, correct information, driven by market forces rather than health education. The discussion then turns to the potential risks of overusing pleasure devices, even those designed for it. The expert raises a concern about applying intense, artificial stimulation, like electricity, in advanced vibrators to the highly sensitive genital area. The worry is that this could potentially desensitize the nerves over time, making it harder to achieve arousal through natural, partnered sex. This leads to a pivotal case study on a widespread but poorly understood issue: prone masturbation. This is a common practice, especially among young males, where orgasm is achieved by rubbing against a bed, pillow, or other object rather than using the hand in a stroking motion. The expert explains how this often starts in adolescence, sometimes by accident or through imitation, without proper guidance. The major problem is that this technique provides a specific, intense pressure that the body gets conditioned to. Later, during partnered vaginal sex, which involves a different type of friction and sensation, the individual may struggle to get or maintain an erection, a condition sometimes called masturbatory retraining. The tragic cycle is that instead of addressing the root behavioral cause, individuals and sometimes overwhelmed doctors may turn directly to medication, like erectile dysfunction drugs, while the core issue remains unspoken and unresolved. This segues into the heart of the problem: the silence and shame at home. Parents, aware of their children's sexual curiosity through search history or other signs, often react with anger or denial rather than open conversation. They might dismiss it, "My son is a saint," or hope the child will figure it out from peers, who are often equally misinformed. This creates a vacuum where myths flourish and harmful practices become normalized because no one talks about it. The conversation briefly addresses polycystic ovary syndrome (PCOD), clarifying it's primarily a lifestyle and hormonal disorder with minimal direct link to sexual activity. This corrects another common myth that marriage or sexual intercourse can cure PCOS. The expert uses this to illustrate how societal perceptions often incorrectly sexualize or stigmatize health conditions. A series of pervasive myths are then debunked. Masturbation causes blindness or hair loss, dismissed as baseless perceptions with no scientific backing. Masturbation increases height, treated as an absurd joke that highlights the extent of misinformation. Restrictions during menstruation. The expert provides a cultural context, suggesting that rules like not entering the kitchen or temple likely originated as a well-intentioned, practical way to ensure women rest in eras without modern hygiene products, but have since been rigidly codified into religious dogma without understanding their original purpose. The popular concept of the G-spot is demystified. The expert clarifies it is not a magical button, but rather a general area, like the upper vaginal wall or the prostate in men with a higher concentration of nerve endings and blood flow, making it more sensitive. Crucially, the G-spot is highly individual. For some, it might be the breasts or other erogenous zones. The key takeaway is not to spend intimacy in a frustrating search for a mythical spot, but to explore and communicate with a partner to discover what feels good for both. Finally, the dialogue touches on modern trends like threesomes or partner swapping, wife swapping, often pursued to spice up a relationship. The expert refrains from moral judgment, but offers a psychological perspective. Everyone has different fantasies, some more conventional than others. For some, these are indeed genuine desires. However, the idea that such arrangements inherently make a relationship better is a myth. No doctor or credible advisor would prescribe this as a relationship solution. It's a personal, often morally charged choice, not a guaranteed fix for relational issues. Conclusion. This candid discussion paints a picture of a society navigating a rapidly evolving landscape of sexual expression and products, but doing so in an information fog. The core issues identified are the commercial hijacking of medical products for pleasure, often without proper health warnings, a critical lack of scientific, shame-free sex education at home, leading to harmful practices like prone masturbation, the persistence of cultural and social myths that stigmatize natural functions and spread misinformation, the pressure to pursue extreme trends under the false premise of fixing relationships. The overarching message is a call for open, informed, and non-judgmental communication between parents and children. Partners and healthcare providers and patients do separate fact from dangerous fiction in the pursuit of a healthy sexual life. If this story resonated with you, please subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Your thoughts encourage the creation of more stories like this. Thank you for listening. Until next time.